Hi, I'm Derek Spears. Welcome to this film on how to assemble your Cooke Lewis cabinets. In this film, I'm going to show you how to assemble the 625 wall cabinet. This comes in two heights, 720 and 900 millimeters. Here's a tip for you. When you've opened your box, use the cardboard as a base to build your cabinet on. This helps protect the panels. In your box, you'll find an assembly guide. This one is for a 625 corner wall cabinet. It is important that you follow this assembly guide step by step, because if you don't, the cabinet will not go together properly. On this assembly guide, there is important information here. Then there is the hardware, wall fixings, minimum tools required, and the panels that come in the box. The panel numbers referred to correspond to those in the assembly guide. This is my large back panel, which is panel number 2. Then I have my small back panel, which is panel number 9. This is just one of the adjustable shelves, which is panel number 6. So you have 2 of those. Then you have 2 panel number 7s, which are your small part to your shelf. You have panel number 3, which is your top panel. You have panel number 4, which is your base panel. Then you have panel number 5, which is the small top and the small bottom. The last remaining panels are your 2 side panels, which are panel number 1 and the large back panel, which is panel number 8. Also included are the fittings pack and the wall fixing pack. This has 3 brackets in it. You have 15 cams, 15 quick lock metal dowels, 20 wooden dowels, 2 30mm screws, 3 50mm screws. Then you have here 12 of your shelf supports and 2 15mm dome-headed screws. In the wall fixing pack, you have 3 wall brackets, 3 wall plates and 6 screws. So you don't lose any of the fittings, it's a good idea to put them into a bowl. So as I said, you must follow the assembly guide carefully. Step 1 is to fit the metal dowels and cams into your panels. So you don't need the side panels at this point, so I'll move them out the way. And I'm identifying my 2 panel number 5s. Then I have my panel number 3 and panel number 4. I'll also need to put the metal cams and dowels into the shelves, but I'll do those at a later time, just before I fit them. I'm now going to insert my cam, making sure that the arrow is pointing towards the hole on the edge of my panel. So place it in like so. And taking my quick lock dowel, pushing it into the hole, making sure it is fully inserted. Insert the cams, making sure that the arrow points towards the hole drilled in the edge. And also fully insert the wooden dowels. If you find it difficult to push the wooden dowel in, just take a hammer and gently tap. If you put your 2 panel number 1s together, groove to groove, this gives you a left and a right hand panel. This panel here, which is panel number 2, you will also need to fix one of the wall brackets to it, and that goes up here in the pre-marked holes. You have 2 rights and 1 left. The right hand one goes here, left hand one goes here, and the remaining right hand one goes over here. Now, using the screws provided, I'm now going to fix my wall hanging brackets into position using the pre-marked holes in the panel. So that's those now fitted in position. So you join panels number 5 and 4 together and 5 and 3 together. Identifying the panels is easy. This panel here with the holes at the bottom, when I turn it round into its correct position, is panel number 3. So the groove is away from me, the holes are at the bottom towards me. This is panel number 3. That means that this, again, with the grooves away from me and the holes towards me, is panel number 4. This is my base panel, this is my top panel. So taking panel number 5, I insert it into the pre-drilled holes, like so. Tighten my cams up. The quick lock dowel works when the cam is turned between 12 and 2, 2 being the maximum. You will see that the metal plastic sleeve expands. This gives you a tight fit in the whole of your end panel. Repeat this for the rest of the panels, then you're ready to actually start assembling the cabinet. Do the same for the other panel. And again, tighten up. So at the moment, I'm just about to fix these panels to my large back, which is panel number 2. So with this, keeping it groove to groove and the fittings towards me, this is my base panel. So I insert it in, like so. Repeat for the top, and again tighten them up, and there's 3 to tighten, 1, 2, 3. So the next bit is to slide panel number 8 in, which is my back panel. So keeping the cutouts towards the top wall brackets, I slide that in here. Like that. I'm now going to fix my left hand panel number 1. So tighten the cams up and turn the unit onto its back, like so. Fit my remaining side panel. So that's my right hand side panel fitted, panel number 1. I'm now going to finish by tightening up the cams. I'm going to slide my small back panel into position. Just break down the edging tape that's here, and again up here, and then your panel will slide in like this. To stop the back panel coming out, use the 2 dome-headed screws and just screw them in through the back panel into your base and top. One here and the second one up here. The 625 measurements of this cabinet are taken from here to here and from here to here. So join your 2 parts of your shelves together using the remaining cam and dowels. So again, insert the metal cam with the arrow pointing out to the outside edge. Insert the metal dowel fully. Because you don't want to see the cams when you actually insert this shelf, it goes into the unit that way up. So, corresponding holes here. Insert it like this, turn it over and tighten them up. You would normally fix this cabinet to the wall before you insert the shelves. The shelves are actually supported by two shelf supports here, 2 at the back and 2 on this side. So I'm going to put my shelf supports into position. These are my shelf supports. As you can see, there is ridges on the back of the shelf lug. So put the 6 shelf supports in for each shelf. So 2 on your right hand end panel, 2 at the back and 2 on your left hand end panel. Taking your shelf, insert it at an angle. Don't actually put this one into position at the moment. Just rest it in your unit. Take the second one and insert it in. This one you can now fix into position, like so. And now you can then take your bottom one and fix that into position, like so. And that's what the unit looks like with its shelves in position.